Support for Another Round comes from Squarespace. Go to squarespace.com today for a domain experience that's transparent and easy to set up. Just make sure you enter offer code Another Round at checkout to get 10% off. Make your next move with Squarespace.
Hey everyone, Eleanor from the Pod Squad here. I just wanted to share with you some very exciting news, and that is that Another Round is having a live show in Chicago, and we want to see you there. Join us on June 21st at Thalia Hall for a live taping of the podcast. It's going to be amazing. It's part of WBEZ's Podcast Passport series. And tickets go on sale on Friday, May 5th, and for more information, go to wbez.org/events.
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Excuse me.
Watching the tide roll away.
Oh my God, how old are you?
I'm thinking 64 today. I really do want to be an old black man when I grow up.
Hi everyone. This is my part, Tracy. Hi everyone, I'm Heben.
And I'm Tracy.
This is an imposter. What are you doing? Get out of here. This is my line.
My life. You know?
Hi everyone, welcome to Heben and Tracy's show called Another Round. And I'm Tracy and I love penguins.
Wow. I didn't know it was like throwing.
Welcome to Another Round with Heben and Penguin. Oh my God, Tracy, guess what happened while you were like out gallivanting in LA and San Francisco?
I was not in LA. I was in San Francisco.
You
and
were
it's
in
so
both.
Nice. I wasn't in LA. Oh, over the.
Why are you trying to play me?
Because no, I thought you had meant in the same. You won't. I can't even. Okay. Okay. And who did you interview while I was gone, Heben?
Kelly Rowland.
Oh my God.
The Kelly Rowland.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She has a fantastic collarbone situation, and I'm trying to get. I'm really into collarbones.
She looks so good.
I don't know. I can't even. How are you alive right now? Is this Heaven's ghost? Hey, Heaven's ghost.
It sure is. Heben has left the building a few weeks ago. I do want to say, right after we interviewed her, Beyonce announced that she was having twins. And
you didn't even know.
I didn't know. I'm sure Kelly knew.
Right, but she didn't even say nothing.
And like she wrote a delightful book about motherhood.
Right.
Obviously.
Oh, man.
The questions that follow this announcement.
You know what? That's how you know who your squad is. Because she could have been like, I'm going to let you in a little secret. But she was like, nope. I know what happens to snitches. I got shit to do tomorrow. I'm not trying to go out like that.
I'm sure it was exactly what she was thinking.
For sure. I can't wait to hear this interview.
Yes. It was delightful nonetheless. But I do want to let y'all know, we did not address Beyonce's incredible motherhood news because it had not happened yet.
Yeah.
And I apologize for that, but you cannot control time or fate.
Yeah, neither of those is your fault.
So
I'm sorry for the way the time works.
I'm sorry for the passage of time.
Aw, well, I can't wait to hear that. And I also can't wait for today's game.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
So, since I feel like music is like the theme of this episode, right? Like music, black music, R&B, et cetera, et cetera. I have a little game prepared in which you discover, because I know about these songs, horrible, raunchy, terrible songs that your parents and grandparents very likely listened to and perhaps created you to or your parents to. It's going to be really uncomfortable. And I like approaching Valentine's Day this way because I'm not good at dealing with my actual feelings. So, discomfort.
So let's just make everyone else uncomfortable.
Yeah. So at least that way we can all feel the same thing.
Word.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this game. I will not know any of these songs. I guarantee you.
I'm just excited for you to hear them.
Okay.
But first, I want to hear this Kelly Rowland interview.
Yo, Kelly was so dope.
I'm so jealous. I'm happy for you, but
so
I'm
down to talk about everything.
Ooh.
Yes. So I'm so excited to be in the stude with the one, the only Kelly Rowland.
Thank you.
You probably grew up watching her in Destiny's Child. Maybe you watched her slay in her solo career. Perhaps you know her from her new book, which I am so hype about.
Thank you.
It's called Whoa Baby, a guide for new moms who feel overwhelmed and freaked out and wonder what the fuck just happened.
Yes.
Incredible title.
Thank you.
She's now acting in a Lifetime movie called Love by the 10th Date. She mentors the girls group June's Diary on the BET show Chasing Destiny. You are doing all of the things.
I'm trying.
You're out here.
I'm trying to be out here.
How do you decide what to say no to?
if I feel like it's a passion project, then I'll say yes to it. You know what I mean? And I think that you make time for the things that you want to make time for. So those are the things that I wanted to carve out and express my creativity on.
Have you read Shonda Rhimes' book, The Year of Yes?
No, but I heard
she has a crucial chapter on the word no.
Really?
Yes.
Yo, but I heard her speak. It was last year at, I think it was Black Girls Rock. And she said that, if you set a goal, achieve everything that's on your list, she said, go back and do it again and make it better. And it's stuck in my brain, as you can hear now. And I feel the need to do that.
Okay, let's talk about one of the million things you're doing.
Okay.
Which is the book.
Yes.
You have a book about motherhood coming out this spring.
Yes.
That you co-authored with your OBGYN.
Yes.
Which I think is amazing.
Yo, she's so dope. I love my OBGYN, Dr. Tristan Bickman.
What made you want to write a book about motherhood?
Because I kept calling and bugging the hell out of her no exaggeration. I probably hit her 7 to 8 times a day, whether it was text or call. Some things were more urgent than others.
Okay.
But I just remember calling her and asking her all types of questions. And then I finally went to her office and I said, Doc, I just feel like I'm asking more questions than I was before. And so she said, all of my patients say that. And what to expect when expecting answers every single question in great detail. And afterwards, it's just like, all right, figure it out. You know what I mean? So now I'm sitting there and I have all these questions and my girlfriends have all these questions. And I told Dr. Bickman, I said, somebody needs to write a book. And she said, we should write the book. I said, okay, we'll write the book. And that's exactly what we did.
Did you ever have pause about bringing a Black child into this world?
When I
Being
was
a Black mother?
When I was pregnant, I had this moment where I found out the sex of my baby. And as soon as it came back, I'm all excited. And the next day it set in because it was when all these killings were happening with our young boys. And I held my belly and I wept. I don't think I just wept for myself. I think it was spiritual as well and prayed as well. And I remember just thinking to myself, oh God, I want to train my child in the way that he should go, biblically speaking, and then thinking I have to prepare him to take over the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah, to
It's
conquer
a hard
the
world
world.
to step into right now.
Absolutely. And to know who he is home first so that the rest of the world doesn't tell him who he is. That's really, really important to me.
Word. I love that you think so much about skin color in your work. In my family, when a baby is born, one of the first questions you ask is how did it come out? What color is it? Is that a thing that happens in your family?
No, but when Titan came out, he was so pale. And I asked I was like, are you sure he's mine? Because if I show you a picture, he is so pale. And my husband and I are chocolate people. He came out here looking very cookies and creamish. And I literally was like, he is really pale. And he's, of course, he looks like me and his dad more so these days. But everybody asked the question. They looked at me and they looked at Titan, they looked at Tim, and they're like, you sure that's your baby?
Do you consider your husband a feminist husband?
He is.
Yeah?
He is. And not only that, but what I love about my husband is the fact that, coming into a relationship with me, he actually saw guys hitting on me, or trying to get at me while we were together. And he would be like, oh, you a bad one. I know you coming home to me. He would never, be funny about it.
Okay.
And I remember, actually, Jamie Foxx will tell you this story. Jamie Foxx was hitting on me so hard after the Super Bowl. He's actually,
I'm listening.
He was flirting, and it was so funny. But he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to Tim.
Okay.
He was like, man, she came up out of that thing. Wow.
Talking about the Super Bowl?
Yes. He's like, I want to talk to her. I'm going to talk to her later. Tim was like, yeah, she's worth talking to. He's playing.
He knows.
He's playing into it. And next thing you know, a mutual friend of ours says, yo, man, that's her dude.
He did not know?
He did not know. And he felt so bad. It was hilarious. We always laugh about it to this day, and he's actually one of our great friends. So
that's delightful. I feel like you don't hear stories like that.
You guys are the first to hear it.
In the movie that you're doing for Lifetime, The Love at the 10th Date, I think one of the central sort of questions for the women in the movie is how do you approach marriage? For some of them, it's this thing that you're aiming for. It's going to give so much meaning and purpose to your life.
Yes.
And for some of the women in the movie, it's like a thing you have to negotiate so that it doesn't take all out of you. Like,
Yes.
you know, it's a thing you have to just like. One of the characters has an open relationship.
Yes.
And she's like, you know, I like marriage, but I like myself as well.
Yes.
How did you how did you approach marriage when you were getting married? Did you have like marriage role models? I don't know if those exist.
The Obamas were really my role models, but
R.I.P. I mean, not R.I.P.
I
but,
know, I know what you mean. Oh, we're all not gonna cry here, but the Obamas are great role models. But I think for me and my husband, we just wanted to make our own rules. You know what I mean? Because we also work together. So the fact that we work together and we're married, we have like certain cutoff like limits of times, or we try to say like. After a certain time, we don't talk about business anymore. It's just about family.
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes if we have to talk about it and it's a must, we're like, oh, I need to say something because I'm so excited about it, or we have to address this now. Can we? So we have boundaries. We like to set boundaries. But my husband and I just made our own rules, and we actually were just fine just being together and like just loving each other. I know that he's my partner. Nothing is ever going to change. But when our son came into the picture, and I was like, honey, we're pregnant, and our mothers go to church every hour on the hour. So we have to make sure, that they don't think we're crazy. And he's like, well, we grew up in church. We know we love each other. We know all the things that people say, but we don't care about those. Let's make our own rules. Let's just go get married. That's exactly what we did. We didn't tell anybody. It wasn't publicized. It was just our own private thing. We had 26 people at our wedding that were the closest and dear to us, and it was beautiful. It was
26.
perfect.
Wow.
It was cheap.
Yes.
It was a beautiful wedding, though.
I love this iconic line in this movie where Megan Good's character, where I know you personally call your wigs your girls.
Yes.
And then she herself exclaims at one very, very heated moment in the movie, it is a big deal. I bought a wig for this.
Oh, yes, honey.
Talk to us about your girls.
Well, sometimes, for special occasions.
Of course.
You always need a new girl. Only because, she's fresh. She's going to fit all nice and cozy. It's just a moment that you need. And
Do
sometimes,
they have names? Do your girls have names?
Yes, they do.
Okay, talk to me.
Yes, they do. Actually, I have some. Yeah, I have 3 that have names, but they're longer. Another one has color, so we call her Donna.
Okay.
Donna. Yeah, just because she's like a little blonde.
All right, Donna.
Yeah, Donna. And but you got to name them.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'd live for a wig for every situation. I'm here for it. Can I ask you about one random scene in the movie?
Please.
Your character is reading the book, Redefining Jim Crow.
Yes.
Which I'm not even sure is a real book.
Yeah, it's not.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
I think it's like an off-brand Michelle Alexander book.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And it's kind of like supposed to convey she's woke.
Yes.
Yes.
She's woke, and then she's woke to wake herself up and pull that drawer out and get herself a little pick-me-up.
So to clarify to the listeners, so she's reading this book. You get a nice little glimpse. You're like, oh, smart, woke woman.
Yes.
And then without even like moving her eyes from the page, she reaches to her bedside table, pulls out a vibrator, puts the book down.
Yes.
Just turns it on, and we pan softly to a flower by her bed.
We carry on.
We carry on.
We carry on.
What is that scene about? It's like 10 seconds and we never return to it.
You know what? It pretty much sums up Margot. Because she's celibate, she's focused, but she also has an itch that needs to be scratched, and she doesn't want to just give her body to anybody.
That was a very familiar scene to myself, I will say. Mine was pink, but okay. Yours
I
is
love
white.
it. Yeah.
You look so good in this movie, and I love
Thanks.
your looks always.
Thank you.
We talk a lot about makeup as kind of almost an armor for us, like how we prepare for the day.
Absolutely.
How do you think about fashion and makeup and stuff?
I think about it as an enhancing of our beauty that already exists.
Yes.
And for me, I just wanted to change my hair. I remember one day
I'm living for this bob.
Yo, I love this bob. It's so easy.
It looks so good.
It's so easy. That's all I care about. If I can wake up and keep it moving with my bob, I'm really just straight.
That's me with braids right now.
Really?
I'm all braids right now. So you're catching me at an in-between time.
No, I love your hair right now. It's super
I'm
cute.
serving some scary spice,
Hey,
perhaps.
I like it.
Little buns.
It's very cute.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think that it's a part of our freedom to express ourselves creatively too. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
Color,
like, to refashion yourself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's been like such a part of your career. It's like, oh my God, iconic Kelly with the red hair.
Yeah.
When we move on to the,
blue hair,
yes,
purple hair.
It was such a moment.
It's so funny.
I was living
Somebody
for
said,
that.
oh my God, I think it was like a 16-year-old girl. I heard her say, she's like, oh my God, when did people start doing color? I said,
Girl.
I did color at 16, honey.
Please.
And she was like, no, you didn't. And I showed her the pictures of when, DC first started out. And she's like, Auntie, I did not know you had blue hair. And I was like, Google me.
Yes, Google me.
Google me,
Mic
sweetheart.
drop. Mic drop. So one of the things I appreciate about your work is that it's very clear that you're interested in young women and supporting them and mentoring them, and that's what you're doing on the show Chasing Destiny.
Yeah.
You know, it's a show about making a girl group happen, and you've been in the thick of it. Are there things you see from this point of view now that you couldn't have seen from being in it,
Yes, because I was so young.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, it is hard, but I'm so happy that I did make the choices that I did. Of course, you would want to go back and like redo some things, but it wouldn't have prepared me for right now. You know what I mean? And it's just really funny how I'll see a girl, or I'll see an expression, or I'll see her doubt herself, or I'll see her walk into something and then, she doesn't know how to express herself. It's certain things that I see and I'm like, oh, that's 17. Oh, that's 20. I remember that. Okay, let me help her. You know what I mean? Let me help her navigate her way through this. So for me, it's a way to help our girls, become women.
I hear that.
Because they're actually walking into their womanhood. But if I can, like, can I pull you over to the side so I can maybe, help you from going over that bump, So that's how I view it.
There's this saying that people have about how you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And I feel like at that kind of young, growing into the industry age, I think it's easy to find yourself around a lot of yes people. People who tell you, oh, go do this thing, or yes, this is a great idea. Did you feel like you had people who could give you like meaningful no or meaningful like pushback?
Oh, they gave me hell no.
Talk to me.
Yeah,
Tell me more.
I feel like they were there to help me, in the journey, because it's not easy when you 16, 17, 18, 19. You're going through all these really intense moments in your
in front of everyone.
Young womanhood, in front of everyone. And probably moments where you're supposed to be acting crazy, you really can't. And
what did you want to say hell no to?
Gosh, if it was like one more extra thing that I probably didn't want to do. But it was good that I did it because it set me up for so many great relationships that I have now. And I understand why I did them. So, but I mean, it was some hell no's that you wanted to drop in there, like, no, I'm not going to do that because I'm tired. Or, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not like from, oh my God, I just woke up and I did 3 interviews tired. It's like I've worked for 28 hours and I'm tired. So, it's just about giving yourself a moment to breathe or meditate so that you're able to take in everything else and that it's not cloudy. Or you're not just talking off the cuff. You're actually speaking from a productive place.
Do you feel like black girl groups get enough credit? Because y'all slayed. It's
Yeah.
like we put in 28 full hours of work.
Yeah.
We have a whole look. This doesn't just
Yeah.
happen. We don't
Yeah.
just effortlessly be black girl cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's, I think that we really paved the way with girl groups.
Yes.
I'm talking
your
about
shit,
like,
please.
I'm talking about like the Supremes to TLC to Escape to
Yes.
SWV
Yes.
to En Vogue, like to Destiny's Child.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, we worked our butts off.
That was such a meaningful thing to me.
Yes.
Y'all paved that way.
Yeah. Well, we are so grateful to other divas that I, of course, named who paved the way. We wouldn't have been at all able to come through the doors at all. So forever grateful and in constant gratitude to those women.
Word. So now it is time for the semi-rapid fire segment.
Okay.
Called Pew Pew Pew. These are finger guns. Pew Pew Pew. Pew Pew Pew.
Okay.
So all manner of questions. Please feel free to respond how you will.
Okay.
Random question number 1.
Yes.
Do you immediately change into super soft clothes when you get home?
Yes.
Like, is it a, like, immediately I'm taking my pants off situation?
Yes.
Is there a protocol?
No. They just have to be nice.
All the clothes off?
Yes. Only because some things are just like a little tight sometimes, so you want to just loosen it up.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of sweatpants and fuzzy socks the moment you enter the door.
I love nice pajamas.
Ooh.
Yes, I will buy pajamas so fast. I love pajamas. Cozy
Invest in
ones.
a nice pajama set, y'all.
Yes, absolutely.
Get warm and cozy with it.
Yes.
Are you a game night person?
Yes.
What are your
I
favorite
love
games?
game nights.
Ooh.
Gestures.
Ooh,
and,
what's that?
Gestures?
Just
You can just get it at any toy store.
Is this a thing everyone knows about?
Yes, gestures and also heads up.
Oh, I love Heads Up.
Oh,
that Ellen game.
Heads up is so much fun.
Yes. Gotta invite you to game night.
Heck yeah.
Is there a TV theme song you ever find yourself singing?
Well, we're moving on up.
Yes. I love that.
Yeah.
What is your go-to drink?
Go-to drink will probably be a whiskey sour.
Ooh, I'm a whiskey ginger.
I'm a whiskey
so
girl.
close. We're so close.
Maki tata.
When was the first time you saw yourself represented in pop culture?
Oh my God. Represented in pop culture. In
It's
what
a
way?
hard question. I
In
mean,
what way?
it depends honestly on like what were the identities you really like clung to as a child. So for
Ooh.
me, I had not seen many black women growing up.
Okay.
And I think, honestly, like folks like Destiny's Child were like, oh, we out here. We're doing stuff.
Yo, mine was Janet Jackson, Whitney Houston, and Naomi Campbell.
Yes.
Like, Naomi, of course, recently did a book with Tashin. And I remember I was so tired. I'd just come into town, and she invited me to the book release. And I went, and I was so happy. Like, when I walked in there, I cried. I was so happy for her because she's such a huge part of my life and my esteem and culture. And I just was so happy for her. So when I saw her, I just gave her the tightest hug. And I was just like, thank you. You know what I mean? Because I saw myself and possibilities through her. This is a woman who ruled and rules properly
Slays.
to this day.
Yes, slays,
on the
period.
catwalk. No one has a walk like Naomi. No one does face like Naomi. No one does Savage eyes like Naomi.
Ooh.
She is the best. I know there was all the top 5 supermodels, but Naomi takes the cake, honey.
Yes.
Cakes, cherries, cream, whatever else you want to say. I love Naomi.
Love it. Yes. One of my favorite quotes of her is, check your lipstick before you talk to me. Before you speak, please check your lipstick.
I love that.
She right? Okay, we have some silly would you rather questions.
Okay.
Would you rather have earthworms for eyebrows or clams for ears? Kelly's really thinking about it, you guys. I need you to see her face right now. She's deep in thought.
Oh, God. I think I would rather have earthworms for eyebrows.
Okay. I feel like there was a logic to that thought. Please walk me through it.
Because I like thick eyebrows.
Thick, fuzzy, yes. I'm glad it's quote unquote in right now, but like every brown girl was like, hey, where were y'all at?
Yes.
Like a few years ago.
Yes.
Rude.
You're like, I'm on it.
Like Cara Delevingne did not invent thick eyebrows.
No.
Yeah.
But we love Cara, though.
Yeah. That's not a comment on her. That's a comment on how people comment on her eye.
I get it.
Would you rather have your deepest, darkest secrets come out every time you fart, or have spaghetti for pubes? Again, deep in thought.
Spaghetti for pubes.
Wait, that was so easy. Talk to me about that.
Spaghetti for pubes, because, you know, with spaghetti, you can just, like, take them off. Like,
So what about, like, the texture and I feel like it could get kind of weird, damp, wet situation?
No, because just like hair, you can take them hoes off.
Well said. What are some of the songs that remind you of your childhood?
Songs that remind me of my childhood, Janet Jackson's When I Think of You, to Whitney Houston's I'm Your Baby Tonight. That was actually the song that I auditioned to be in the group.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
What else? Michael Jackson's Keep It in the Closet, which is where I saw Naomi with all of that hair.
Yes.
And I actually used to put on my mama's scarves, to mimic hair.
Absolutely.
And
Been
would
there.
just twirl. Oh, my God. Loved.
Oh, I love that so much. I love that. What is the best wedding you've been to that was not your own?
The best wedding I went to that was not my own.
Like, Ethiopians love weddings. We throw down. I was just
Really?
curious
I'm trying to
what
think.
are you working with?
Actually, my friends Joe and Jeff, their wedding.
Oh, who are they to you?
They're like my dads. They're my dads, and I met them actually. They were my neighbors first, and we just became like family, and I just love them.
I am such a crier at weddings.
I totally did that, and then actually around that time, like when Love Takes Over had come out, and I sang it for them, and I was like, oh, Helfer, keep it together. Because I was so excited, and I sang the song, and they were so happy, and all their friends were like, oh my God, she sang at your wedding. I was like, this is my family. Of course I sang at their wedding.
I love that.
So yeah, it was the most beautiful wedding.
What do you ever feel nostalgic? What do you feel nostalgic for?
When I lived at home with my mama.
Really?
Yes, because I didn't have much of a care in the world.
You
know what I mean?
You have many cares now.
I mean, now you think about the news.
Like,
and
carefree black girl is an aspiration.
Yo.
I have many cares.
So many kids.
So many.
But like, when you're a kid, you just have that moment to where it's just innocence. And I think that more people should embrace innocence, because hatred is not something that, just grows inside of you. It's taught. It's learned. I think if we operate off of the action word love instead of the emotion part of it, we get a different reaction from everyone. So if you look up the word love, like biblically it says it's patient, it's kind, it's not self-seeking, it's all these different things. And it's all action. Like, but you look it up in the dictionary, it's feeling. Like, we need to operate off of kindness, a kind love, agape love. We don't do much of that these days.
That was so beautifully put. Yes.
Sorry.
I love that.
I didn't mean to get
not
deep.
apologize. I didn't. Are you kidding me? That was delightful. Thank you so much, Kelly, for coming through our stude. Where can the people find your work?
At Kelly Rowland on everything.
On all the things.
At me, boo.
At me, boo. We're inviting you to game night, just FYI.
I'm in.
It's happening.
I'm in.
Thank you so much,
it.
girl.
Twister,
Ooh,
gestures,
Twister.
heads up.
Okay, throwback.
Yes, with wine.
We in there. Ooh, crucial. With wine and Hennessy.
And cheese.
Yes.
This is like sophisticated game night.
Yes.
Sophisticated game night that can go ratchet in less than 2 glasses of wine.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I didn't even know I wanted that.
Yes.
Support for Another Round comes from Squarespace. With Squarespace, you get a unique domain experience that's simple to set up and an all-in-one platform to help you create a beautiful website. Which brings me to a game of Would You Rather Internet Edition. And here is where we invite Tyler Sorensen from BuzzFeed's creative department into the studio to ask me one hard Would You Rather question about the internets. Hi, Tyler.
Hey, Tracy.
What's up?
Not much. I have your question, though, if you want to
Let's
answer
do
that.
it. Let's do it.
Here it is. It's, would you rather your employer see your search history or your parents?
Easy answer. I would rather have my employer see my search history because I can blame it on working for a company as strange as BuzzFeed. Like, oh, I had to look up this very embarrassing thing because I'm researching it for a post. But I would have no excuses for my mom. I mean, I guess it could have been just be like, no, it's for work.
So you don't really care who
I
sees
don't care.
it? Okay.
Show it to the world. Get your unique domain today at squarespace.com. If you sign up for a year, the domain is completely free, and you can also save 10% off your first purchase with the offer code Another Round, as in the title of the wonderful show that you are listening to right now. Make your Make your next move with Squarespace. This is a little game that I like to call Y'all's parents was nasty. That's the title.
Y'all
Time
nasty.
Time for another round of Y'all's parents was nasty.
Ooh.
So I think a lot about R&B music, right? And one of the things that always tickles me, yes, tickles, is how no matter what year it is, no matter how much time we've gone through as like an entire human race, right? Every generation always thinks that the younger generation's music is just raunchy and immoral and just disgusting. But the truth is, everybody has been disgusting forever. And music has been disgusting since it existed. I feel confident in making that claim.
Yes. Even the cavemen were like...
Even the cavemen were just like...
Their R&B jams were...
Just too much. Just being
It was
censored
like
left
fire
and
in a wheel, but still. Shit was nasty.
So once upon a time in like my blogging or freestyle life, I made...
I'm sorry, freestyle?
Oh, no, that's the wrong word. Once upon a time in my blogging or freelance life, my freestyle life is still going, excuse me, strong by my mixtape. I wrote a piece about all the just disgusting sounds that came before me and my folks, right? So that's why I know about all of these songs. It's not like they on my iPod and I'm just walking around listening to, you know.
Sure.
I mean, really, please believe me, please. But I thought it would be fun.
I wish I could see the face you just made. Please believe me. Do not put this on my
Believe
character.
me, you gotta. So I thought it would be fun to engineer a little quiz for our dear young Heben. It makes no sense that you should know any of these answers. I just think that the revelation of how disgusting our forefathers were.
And for mothers.
And for mothers, you're right. Uncomfortable, yes, but kind of funny.
Okay.
But really uncomfortable, right? So here's how the game's going to work. Got some questions here, got some songs. I'm going to give you the year that a particular song came out.
Is that supposed to help?
I don't know. I mean, maybe, because you know how vernacular changes and slang and stuff.
Okay.
It might be a good clue.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the year that a particular song came out and 4 potential titles. You have to pick the title that is an actual song title.
Okay.
Right? So here's why I feel like a creep. I had to make up all of the fake song titles, but I had to make them sound similar to the original song titles. And I was like, what are people going to think of my brain? Exactly. So I'm a creep today, y'all. I'm sorry. But I'm excited. Are you ready?
Baby, so why don't you give me bye? You know that song?
That's not the same song.
It's not the same sentiment at all. Okay.
You were thinking of Radiohead's Creep.
I was.
That song makes me cry.
You're a different kind of creep.
Said nobody is supposed to know. So, Heben, are you ready for Y'all's Parents Was Nasty?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Number 1. The first song was released in 1935.
Oh, Lord.
So Y'all's Parents been nasty for a long time. Okay? Yes. Which of the following is a real song title? A, I don't know if I'm going to get through reading all of these. Make it really uncomfortable. What if this is too much? I should have.
Just go, Tracy.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Okay.
I'm so excited.
1935. Is it A, Warm Them Buns?
Ooh.
It gets worse. If you're already upset, this is not going to work. B, Extra Buttered Biscuits.
Okay.
C, Honk My Horn.
Ooh.
I can't look at you while I read these. Or D, Shave 'Em Dry.
Okay. I'm going to go with Warm My Buns.
As the real song.
Because it's like, 30s, like post-Depression era. We're all thinking about bread.
Lots of bread lines happening in
bread
society.
Lines. And I'm sure someone was like, yo, bread lines suck, but you know what's popping?
Dim buns.
Them buns. Yeah.
That is a very intelligent guess, but no. I thought it was pretty good, honestly.
Thank you for giving that logic to me.
Yeah, that's why I gave the year, because
Okay.
you can consider things like the Depression.
The Great Depression. How did that factor into the song? What is the answer?
The correct answer is Shave 'Em Dry.
Oh,
Shade Room Dry was made by a blues artist by the Pajamas. I didn't say that. She got brothers and sisters, and they all shared records. I don't know whose it was.
Okay.
Somebody
the record has been cleared.
Okay. just Mama, I didn't say it was yours. I did it. Okay, this last one I think is. We'll talk about it afterwards. It's the most fascinating to me, I will say. It was made in 1954. Okay.
Oh, no.
Another black group. And I don't want to say any of these words with my mouth. Is the real title A, Lickin' Cousins, B, Swallowing Sally,
No.
C, Patricia's Pussy Party, or D, The Rotten Cocksucker's Ball?
I'm going to go with Swallowing Sally.
Okay, why?
I don't know. I feel like every generation has their Sally, their Becky, their what have yous.
Yeah, Sally was a thing in the 50s for sure.
And it was always like associated with an act.
I see what you're saying. Strong.
I'm getting the feeling that it's wrong.
I'm sorry, it is not correct. It is not correct.
You made that up?
I'm sorry.
You thought of Swallowing Sally?
Can we not repeat that? Maybe I had help somewhere.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. I'm
Help
sorry.
from the other part of your brain.
The part that I keep locked away. So this is similar to Prick Rider in that it uses a word that we're not used to black people using. But this is a group called the Clovers, and the answer is The Rotten Cocksucker's Ball. And before we play any of it, this shit is wild.
What do you mean, the rotten?
What do they mean, the rotten? I don't know. I have no idea. But just to hear them sing the way they sing about the things they're singing about is just fucking crazy to me. It's crazy.
So you grew up listening to this?
No, I didn't discover these songs until I was well into my 20s.
Okay.
And you know how you just like fall into like a YouTube hole?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's why all of this has happened.
Well, I said, come on, cocksucker Sammy, get your motherfucking mammy. We're going downtown to the cocksucker's ball. Fuck, sucking, fuck.
Shit is a cappella.
The broad daylight. We don't need no goddamn taxi.
It's like they just sang every cuss word they know.
It's like a pentatonic. It's like a dig album.
We gonna play a little game called tag.
Why the harmony's so tight though?
Yo!
Run cocksucker's ball.
Young cocksucker! Young cocksucker!
Young cocksuckers.
Cocksuckers, suckers, run cocksuckers ball.
Y'all better bring it home like y'all not singing about some awful shit. But like in the beginning, I was like, this sounds like a gospel song. Then
It
I was
sure
like,
does.
This could be like a love song. And then you listen to the lyrics and it's just like, oh my God, what are you doing?
If gospel singers sing about rotten cocksuckers, like, is what this is.
Basically.
Young cocksuckers ball.
I think we found our episode title, y'all. So I hope you enjoyed that
I got none of these
jaunt.
right. These are so much fun.
They,
I hope you come up with more of these, Tracy.
you know, once I get over my shame and embarrassment, I would love to think of more inappropriate song titles. But the next time your mom, your Aunt Cheryl, your granddaddy, whoever starts talking about, well, songs today are just too nasty, you play the Rotten Cocksuckers Ball and be like, explain yourself. That's what you do. You're welcome. Heben, we did it.
Tracy, we made it.
Hey, I don't know. Let's buy some rounds.
Okay. You act like you've never done that before.
I just made it up. It's just an idea that I had by myself just now.
Baby, come through.
Hey.
Your rounds tonight.
Okay, at the end, the little switch it up with the little. It's still going.
Hey.
Yes. Oh, lean with it, rock with it.
Hit him with a shoulder.
Hey.
Ben, we missed you.
We do. Heben, who you buying around for? Who or what are you buying around for?
So we have R&B themed rounds today.
Mm-hmm.
Because of one Kelly Rowland.
Aww.
The Grammys are weird, okay?
Yes, would agree.
For many reasons. But I also, like, as I was watching them, I was like, what are these categories? These are, like, actually pretty foreign to me.
What is urban contemporary?
What the fuck is an urban contemporary?
I have no fucking idea.
But it made me think about how much Beyonce dabbles in genre. And how much I love R&B ass Beyonce. And I think there are a few songs that have been like so overplayed by Beyonce that I stopped playing them.
Like what?
And one of them is Me, Myself, and I. But I recently re-listened to it, and it's just like pure R&B Beyonce. Ooh. And like I was like, why have I not been listening to this like in the last few years? Just because it was overplayed a little bit.
That's a song that I have not really spent a lot of time with too. Like I only know the chorus.
Word, but it's like such a you ain't shit. I thought. I talked to my girls. You know. Got nothing. I just feel like people don't give Beyonce her props for all that she can do. The range.
She has the range.
She does. She does. She sure does have the range.
She does.
Like, she gave you a country fucking song.
And slayed it.
She gave you the most useful Jack White has ever been.
Hello.
Like, she gave you, a dabble of everything.
Some spoken word.
The best spoken word has ever sounded.
Ever.
I don't know if Beyonce is celebrated for the things that I like her for.
What do you mean?
Sometimes I wonder what people get out of Beyonce.
People, like all people, particular types of people? I asked this because during the Grammys, one Yasser Lester, friend of the show, tweeted, I can't tell if white people really like Beyonce this much or if it's something that they feel they have to do. Is that what you're hitting at?
Low key. I just can't tell, like, when we're talking about, like, this bitch has changed our lives.
Yeah.
Like, what do y'all think is happening? I just love R&B ass Beyonce. And I hope all parts of her are appreciated, not just pop Beyonce or, like, had a good solid ass hit Beyonce or, like, you know, people are surprised by a visual album. Like, that's not the surprising part. The surprising part is how dope it is. Not that it exists.
Right. Well, the cool thing about this is that you know that the people that she really, really, really speaks to are always going to appreciate.
That's real.
All parts of her.
That's real.
So we got you, girl. We got you, Beyonce. So this is, I've actually been meaning to buy around for this group and this song for a few weeks now, but I always think of something else to buy around for. It's time for me to buy around for a group that so few people know about. And I don't blame them for not knowing about them. They had one album. They're called The Transitions. The Transitions is an R&B group started by one Michael Bivins of Bell Biv DeVoe fame and New Edition fame. They were just like this group of three dudes. I didn't hear about them until I was in college. And speaking of like just completely like kind of gross, skeevy R&B songs.
I'm listening.
This is definitely one of those songs, but it's so good. But I also love it because it's so ridiculous, right? So the group, again, is called The Transitions. The song is called Straight Fucking.
Okay. That is pretty clear to the point.
It's pretty clear to the point. It's just like a good, like, traditional sultry R&B song that just happens to have the word straight fucking in it.
Okay.
But I'm always talking about this song. It's so fun to sing in the shower. So fun. And I would love to play a little bit for you.
Okay. Ooh. All
And
right.
he also has lots of good, like black preacher ad libs. Like, but my favorite ad lib that comes later in the song, there's somebody else in the group who comes in and goes, "Fucking baby, ow, ooh." It's so good. It kills me every time.
Oh my goodness, Tracy.
So you know, it's a good song. It's a good shower song. Put it on your grown up get some playlist. You know, next Valentine's Day.
Put on your shower hotbox playlist.
Oh shit.
Wait, can I buy a round in the middle of this round?
Yeah, sure.
All right, mini round for, I love that like 90s TV shows, black TV shows.
I feel like I know what you're going to say. I'm so excited.
Always had
Oh my God,
90s black
Oh my God, oh my
R&B
God.
and like rap artists on. It was such a thing. Like, I remember Usher was on Moesha.
Yes.
I remember Destiny's Child was on Smart Guy.
Uh-huh.
I remember also Destiny's Child on Proud Family. We talked about that before. You know, it was such a thing.
Yeah, Tevin Campbell was on Fresh Prince.
Biggie was on Martin.
Biggie was, oh my God, when Pam came galloping in the apartment.
Yes.
Oh my God. Also, Tracy Spencer was on Family Matters.
I think Heavy D and the boys were on
Living Single.
Living Single and
Different World.
A Different World.
Yes. Also, Tupac was on A Different World. Excuse
Yo,
me?
it was just such a thing.
Oh my God, this is my favorite thing in the world.
I feel like it was such a thing to have, like, all right, because 90s TV was so black that you had the options to not like certain shows.
Yes, you had options.
Right.
You had multiple stations you could flip to.
But it was
Sometimes
like-
at the same time.
Listen,
We'll never
remember that again.
I feel like we should upgrade this from a mini round and just make it a whole round. You get 2 rounds today.
Ooh. Time for some credits, Tracy.
My credit score is 3, and it's not funny.
3.
Well, on a good
Oh
day.
my gosh.
You know what? This is not about me. Thank you so much to Kelly Rowland.
Yo.
You can find Kelly Rowland on all the things at Kelly Rowland. Shout out to the Pod Squad. Oh,
We in here.
Possibly the best air horn yet from Heaven.
Okay, don't tease me.
I'm not.
It was just okay.
No. Heaven.
It was just okay.
Heaven, Eeyore. Come on now. That was a good one. This episode was produced by Nina Poddick and Julia Furlan with editorial oversight from Eleanor Kagan and Meg Kramer. Music, as usual, is by Jean Grey. You can follow her on Jean Greasy on Twitter. And if you're in New York and if you like Brooklyn, go to her Church of the Infinite You at Union Hall. You can Google it and find it. I haven't been yet, but I'm gonna go. So if you see me, buy me a drink. Also, shout out to Don Will. You can follow him on Twitter at DONWILL. You can follow me on Twitter at Brookie McPoverty. And you can follow Heaven on Twitter at Heaven Rants.
I be ranting sometimes.
She be ranting. Email us, tweet us, Facebook us, all the things. Another round, rate us on iTunes and tell a friend because you should be nice to them and give them something great in their lives.
Should also sign up for the newsletter.
Speaking of something great in your life,
Yes.
you can do that at buzzfeed.com/anotherround/newsletter.
We'll keep you up to date on all the shows we're doing, all the things we're plotting for the year.
And we should start putting baby pictures in the newsletter.
Ooh.
I was such a cute little fat juicy baby.
Okay.
It was adorable. Maybe I'll just put pictures of me in the
I was a
newsletter.
professionally grumpy baby,
And just
which
still
surprises
are.
no one. I have like a Ethiopian visa that says profession child. And I look
Professional
so grumpy.
Oh, please find it and put it
Which
in
is
the
how I look
newsletter.
in all the photos coming to America.
Aw.
Just like, what y'all want?
You're just like, what is this?
Why am
shit?
I here?
What the fuck is this?
What y'all need?
Sign up for the newsletter for potentially grumpy pictures of baby Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Drink some water, take your meds, call your person.
Can I also just say Beyonce and Jay-Z's child looks like me.
Really?
Blue Ivy is my child
Looks like you like
doppelganger.
now?
No, me
When
as a
you were-
child.
Okay, so now you have to produce some baby picture evidence.
Like, we look mad similar.
Okay, we're gonna need to see this.
Okay, cool,
Okay.
cool.
Other good advice.
I made my bed this morning.
Ooh, I did not.
I'm about to make a therapy appointment. You know what? My parting words of wisdom are follow your own advice, ladies and gentlemen. Be as nice to you as you are to your friends. Be kinder to yourself.
And be as supportive of you as you are of your friends.
One of the things you've taught me is like telling yourself, hey, be nice to my friend. I like her.
Yeah, Julia and Nina do that all the time.
It's like, yo, why you talking shit about Heaven? She right here.
Like, don't talk about my friend like that. That's true. And it really does help.
Yes,
It really does help.
I agree. All right, bye, friends.
Bye.
Bye. Take your own advice.
Oh my God. Wait, that changes a lot. Wait. Okay, let me calm down. So I knew that on the West Coast back in like the 90s that they used the word cock for vagina. And like there's even some like songs from that era where they do it, such as Gin and Juice and We Be Clubbin' by Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube respectively. But it's not something that I thought about ever. So knowing this definitely changes the meaning of the song. I just can't tell yet if it's for the better. I think it's for the better as long as everything was consensual at the Rotten Cocksuckers Ball.
Did you see RuPaul's Drag Race last night?
Of course I did.
It blew my mind.
It's all I ever talk about, and I can't find anybody to talk about it with, so I am so thankful that you're here.
I mean, you have become my RuPaul's Drag Race soulmate, and I am thrilled that we have a new podcast at BuzzFeed called The Library, where this is all we talk about.
Here, it truly is RuPaul's best friend race.
I could not agree with you more. So join us every Saturday as we recap the latest episode of Season 9 and gag over TV's best reality show.
Tune in wherever you find your podcasts.